Very good morning, students. Welcome to today's English class. In this class, we are going to continue the poem March. This poem is written by William Wordsworth. In the previous class, we have learned that how our poet is describing the poem, the beauty of nature during the spring season, students. In the first para, we have learned that how the day begins with the crowing of a cock, and how the stream is flowing and it is increasing the beauty of the nature, and how the small birds are twittering by seeing the beauty of nature, by happiness, and how the lake is glittering by the shining of the sun, and how the field is sleeping and it seems like it sleeps and it needed warm sunny morning. So it was the time to cut the field, so that's why it looks like it was sleeping, students. In the second para, we have learned that how the oldest people and the youngest people are doing work each other. The oldest people are not thinking about their age. They are doing work with the strongest. And how the cattle are very happy to see the nature and how they are grazing. And at last a poet said that how our nature is taking care of us, all the creatures of the nature. These all things we have learnt in the previous class. Let us continue this poem from the third para. First we have to sing the poem from first. After that, let us understand the poem. Okay? All of you open your textbook and sing the poem with the tune with me. Okay? All of you sing the poem from first line. Poem March. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun. The oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. There are 40 feeding like one. Now come for the new third para. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth peril on the top of the barrel. The plowboy is whooping and on and on. What is there in this poem? See, students, here our poet is describing or comparing, or here he is using a figure of speech, simile. Simile will compare the thing with another thing. Understood? That which compares one thing to another thing. That is a figure of speech. Here our poet is describing the snow to the defeated army. Understood? Like an army defeated. How an army defeated? After the defeating means after fail. When that army fail in the battles, that go back to their place. Yes or no? Like that way, the snow is defeated now. The snow hath retreated. Here, hath is the old usage word, students. Hath means have here. Understood? Hath means have. The snow have the snow retreated. Retreated means go back. Like how the army after defeating from the battle, it goes back. Like that way, here this snow also going back after this spring, after the winter season. In the spring season, the snow go back like an army after defeating in the battle, that goes to their places. Understood? So this type our poet is describing the snow here, students. And now doth peril on the top of the bare hill. Here see students, again this archaic word came students. Here doth is the old usage English word doth. Doth means here does students. Here and now doth. Fair hill means it's the verb be unsuccessful. Be unsuccessful. Here now the snow is unsuccessful. It doesn't stay in that place because it is defeated now. It is failed now. It has to go from other place because that is the spring season. Understood students? So snow hath retreated and now doth fair hill on the top of the bare hill. Only a little snow is on the top of the bare hill. Now the snow is not there on that place. Only a few part. Only if some snow they can see on the top of the bare hill, students. On the top of the hill. Now in a few time that will disappear from that place. Understood? Then in the last line, the plowboy is whooping anon. The plowboy means in olden times. This happens in the olden times. A boy who leads a horse that is pulling the plow. This boy is doing work in the field. Understood? So this boy is very happy to see that the snow is not there on that place. That is only on the top of the bare hill. So that this plowboy is very happy to see this, and he was whooping. What is the meaning of whoop, students? Make a loud cry. He is very happy to see that, and joyfully he was making a loud cry. And he is saying, what he is saying? Anon, anon. Anon means here is in a short time. Anon means in a short time means that snow is going from that bare hills in a short time. No problem. No one problem they have to face from the snow now, because snow is defeated now. Now that snow is going in a few time. Understood, students? So this is there in the third para. Now snow is defeated like an army defeat in the battle. Now our poet is describing this, comparing the snow to the defeated army. How that back way to that place, the army goes back to that place. Like that way the snow also going back, and by seeing that is only on the top of the bare hill. A few snow covered in the bare hill. That will go in a few minutes. Okay, then by seeing these all things, the plowboy is very happy and he was whooping. He was shouting with joy, and he was saying anon, anon, soon. Anon means in a short time, or in soon that snow also going from that place. So no problem for them to do their work. So this is described by the poet in the third para. Okay, now come for the last para, students. There's joy in the mountains, there's life in the fountains. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. There's joy in the mountains, filling up with the colorful plants. The mountain looks very pretty, students. That is, looks very nice, beautiful. So the poet is describing that there's joy in the mountains. That looks very beautiful, joyously. That is very joyous, very happiness is there because that looks very beautiful. There's life in the fountains. Fountain means a natural spring of water. In your language, that means karanji. There, fountain is there on the mountain. The natural spring is there. Spring of water is there. The bubble of water is there. That looks like that is alive. The nature is alive. That is showing that, indicates that the nature is alive. That is with us. Nature is with us. The small clouds are sailing. Now small clouds are floating from that this place to another place to clear the sky. See, blue sky prevailing. Prevail means victory or gain control. Means here the blue sky is clear now because clouds went that place to another place, that float from this place to another place. So now blue sky is clear. No problem, no trouble, nothing is there for them who are living there. Means for the people or for the creature of the nature, for the creature of the earth. Nothing, no one problem is there for them to face. Understood? Then the rain is over and gone. Now the rain also is not there. So weather of springtime is very pleasant and joyful for the creature who are living in the nature. Nature provides a good season for the creatures who were living on earth. So this is the poem. In the last para, the poet is describing the thing about the mountain and the fountain and the small clouds, how they float from this place, and how the sky was cleared, and how the rain was not there and rain over, and how that gone, and how was the season, how was the spring season. In whole poem, the poet was described lyrically about the nature during the spring season. Very nicely, students. This is the poem we have learnt here. Students, let us sing the poem once again from first to last, students. Okay, let us start the poem. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun. The oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. There are 40 feeding like one. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fail on the top of the bare hill. The plowboy is whooping and on and on. There's joy in the mountains, there's life in the fountains. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. This poem is written by William Wordsworth. Students, you have to write the rhyming words of this poem. Students, you have to collect the rhyming words of this poem and write them in your rough notes. Understood? This is the poem. You have to read this poem again and again at home, and you have to memorize this poem. This poem is for memorization. Sing with tune, students. Thank you so much.